Yo, what up, Miami Hurricanes fans? Now, I know it's a little bit hard to see me, I'm a hard-working man. Got to get up early, bright and early, and get to work. But while I'm driving, let's chop it up about the Super Bowl a little bit. We ain't going to talk too much, it is what it is. Kansas City versus the 49ers. 49ers looked like they was going to win it for a slight little second now. They did look like they was going to win it when the score was like, 20-10. And that was all she wrote for the 49ers. They didn't score another point after that. Now, the Kansas City Chiefs has won the Super Bowl in Kansas City fashion. If you already know, throughout the playoffs, Kansas City has been playing catch-up. And they are very, very good at playing catch-up. Every single game they've trailed, they came back, they won. And they are Super Bowl champions after 50 years. The Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Super Bowl number 4 they won. And they never seen Super Bowl championship again until last night. Now, shout out to the 49ers. Y'all came, y'all played your hearts out. Unfortunately, somebody had to lose, and it was you guys. Sherman, humble yourself. Leave Regis alone. Now, a lot of y'all gonna say, well, Sherman didn't start it, Regis did. No, this didn't start yesterday. This didn't start this year. This started back in 2012. Sherman basically told Revis that he was irrelevant and he ain't gonna be the same no more when he get back, or whatever it is, what it is. And they had this whole feud going on. And I know Regis, I haven't checked the Twitter, and I'm not gonna do it because, I'm not gonna feed into that beef or whatever, but I know he's laughing at him right now. You show up at the Super Bowl and you lost. But, in Sherman's defense, he can say, well, at least I showed up at the Super Bowl plenty of times. Anyways, so let's leave that alone, man, because, Kansas City, after 50 years, are Super Bowl champions again. Let's talk about Georgia Bulldogs. Y'all should have known I was going to go there. Now, 2017 was supposed to be Georgia's year. They beat Alabama in the SEC championship game and went on to the playoffs and all that. And next thing you know, championship game, Alabama versus Georgia. Well, we're all saying, we see Georgia beat them before, so we know they can beat them. And we expecting Georgia to wave that banner, to kill the curse of, back then it was 30-something years. They shit the bed. Georgia shit the bed. Now it's going on 40 years or so that they have not won a championship. Last time they won a championship was 1980. Now Georgia, through recruiting, looking pretty good this year. They got a lot of seniors coming back. They got a nice little college football team going on. They got all the acolytes and all that other shit. They have all the pieces to win the championship this season. But we all know Georgia. We can't put our chips in their basket. They showed us time and time again for the last 40 years who they really are. Losers. They're top of the notch losers. They hang around, they stay relevant, but they never win. Georgia is like a hype man. It's like that. Georgia is the hype man of the SEC. They're that one team that never wins nothing, but everybody knows about them. Everybody knows about them. All right, well, I'm in a dark area right now. I'll try to give you guys some light, but it is what it is. But anywho, they're the hype man of the SEC. Every team on there, Georgia is every team in the SEC hype man. Georgia is the team that they use as a stepping stool to get to the national championship. Because Georgia stay relevant. They win 10-plus games almost every season. And then they get beat by whoever it is that's going to go on to win the SEC or go on to win the national championship. They use Georgia as the stepping stool. You know how the committee goes, all right, strength of schedule. Well, you beat a 10-2 Georgia team that was ranked number 5 or number even probably 4 or even lower than that in the country. So there you go. A big old boost right there. Georgia has boosted you up. They are your stepping stool. Now, like I said, Georgia have all the pieces right now. They have all the pieces to go and win the national championship. I doubt they'll do it. Let's talk about my Miami Hurricanes, though, man. Miami Hurricanes. I know it's late in the video, and probably most of y'all probably will not make it this far. But Miami Hurricanes, our coaching staff is ready. We just hired the wide receiving coach. Everybody's talking about it, so I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to talk about it. It's that one song that keep playing. Everybody has heard this news, so I'm not going to, dwell into it or whatever, but we got our coaches. Now, on to practices, on to spring game, on to see what we're working with this season. 2020 is looking very promising for a comeback. Now, I ain't jumping no gun and I ain't drinking no Kool-Aid and I ain't saying that the U is back. I'm an action man. I like to see it. I like to see it happen. Then I talk about it. I like to have that confidence in my team to say, yeah, it's gonna happen. But from recent years and letdowns and everything like that, I'm not going to jump the gun and drink any Kool-Aid. I'm going to sit back and let it happen. And I'm going to be one of the biggest troll to every single team that has been talking down on us. Every one of them, they will feel my wrath. Now, we got Ed Reed, legend. Ain't nothing else need to be said about this guy. Legend. We got everything that we needed out the transfer portal. Signing day is coming up. Miami is gonna get it together this season. This is gonna be our season to get it together, to see what we can do. This is gonna be our season to see what we can do, to see where we improved and where we need to improve a little more. That's going to be the tone for the season for Miami. We got this. Excuse me, y'all. I got full confidence that 2020 is going to be building this culture, the new Miami. I just pray to God they don't let me down. That's all I'm going to say.